All right. You put together what's going on.
What's good, buddy? What's the word?
Uh, you saw the trail.
I didn't see a trail. Let me check.
Okay.
Maybe I missed it.
You put. All right. I just put it there.
Just waiting for it to. Oh, there it is. Yeah, check DM. What was the DM?
So click on that name, Ordinals with the Y.
Ah, I did. Ordinals direct. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm on it.
So yeah, can you let me know what it is? And it looks like. Hmm.
So I'm just popping into the Discord right now.
Okay. Who else should I invite to this? Ninja.
Especially if Ordinals is going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is. What the fuck? How did we. Okay.
You're listening to the Syndicate. My name is Mike, and we're talking with Casey and Mocha. I was tagged by Ordinals.computer, known as Ord Computer on Twitter, and he said, check my DM. And he tagged another Twitter account called Ordinals with a Y, ORDY, nulls, Ordinals. And it says Ordinals #1 Ordinals directory, #1 Bitcoin Ordinals directory, and floor price tracker. And when I click on ordinals.com, ordinals with a Y, ORDYNALS, I see the Bitcoin Ordinals directory with 50,000 unique inscriptions and 177 collections with their floor price in BTC and dollar with their supply and range number. Casey, I'm just reading things off the internet. Can you make it make sense?
Hold on 1 second. There we go. The almighty headset. All right, so
So, Rocky, KC's doing his KC dive into ordinals with a Y. You see the link at the top? So, what we're doing is just swarming on it. It looks like they're looking to maybe let other people know what they're doing, other people in that market. And so, maybe you can help with the swarm.
Swarm as in like share the project?
Swarm is in co-analyze together. So I guess my initial impression is that Ordinals with a Y is the OpenSea of Ordinals.
I think the name is confusing.
Hey, sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah.
Casey, you want to introduce yourself and tell us what you found?
My name is Casey Imagination, and I'm here to rock your blockchain mind. So, the post that you were tagged in with Ordinals with a Y as a directory and floor price tracker, the reason it's a big deal is because they're having a very hard time actually tracking their inscribed Satoshis, and Ordinals is here. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Welcome, Ordinals. So, as people have been trying to figure out marketplaces, secure transactions, just looking at what's available is a pretty big challenge. So I think that that's why this is potentially a big deal and why you were tagged.
You know how Twitter's been glitching and sometimes people can't be added as speaker?
Oh, really? Really? Did you try giving him a co-host? Obviously.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, to co-host because it was letting me add people.
it was really?
Yeah, because that's how I added Johnny.
Really? Okay, hold on. Maybe Rocky, you can try it.
Or actually, I think you have to send him a co-host invite.
Yeah, I sent it.
Okay. There we go.
With it.
Ordinals, how you doing?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you?
Thank you. And how are you?
Good. Yeah, we're doing really good, man. We're doing really good. Thanks for popping in.
Thank you, man.
So, are you the OpenSea of Ordinals?
I bet Ordinals will go better in long term.
But for right now, would you be the OpenSea of Ordinals?
Sorry, I can't understand your question properly, I'm afraid.
Sure. So, OpenSea is the Amazon of NFTs created with Ethereum,
Yeah.
right? OpenSea is the Amazon of NFTs created on Ethereum.
Yeah.
What I think I'm looking at when I look at what you have is the OpenSea of ordinals created on the BTC blockchain. Is that correct?
Forgive my bad English, bro. Did you
It's okay.
did you mean OpenSea will implement Ordinals?
No, I'm saying when I go to your website,
Yep.
it looks like what I'm looking at is the OpenSea of ordinals on BTC.
I see now. Not exactly at the moment. It's just a directory website and some toolkit website which provides a floor tracker at the moment. What I want to turn it into a marketplace, just like OpenSea, for ordinals. That's correct.
Okay.
That's what I
So right now
built.
it's like OpenSea without the buy button.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Casey, go ahead. And maybe Casey, you can introduce yourself to our pal Ordinals here.
Ordinals, really appreciate you coming in. I want to ask, where about in the world are you from?
Where am I being enrolled? Turkey.
Hey, Turkey, there we go. Awesome. Nice to meet you. I'm in the US on the East Coast.
Great.
So it seems to me that one of the issues in the inscription in the artifact marketplace is exactly what you've created. It's been very hard to track what's available. It's been very hard to track the cost, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why you went for the build the way you did?
Yeah, actually, this website is coming from that it was built for another blockchain, which is Bitcoin SV, some kind of notorious blockchain. It was a gallery website, a directory website for the Bitcoin SV NFTs. Then the Ordinals thing pops out for BTC, and I immediately turned the platform into a BTC Ordinals gallery, then added the floor tracker. It should be NFTs should be categorized properly to be explored. So I did that. That's the first motivation. But people like the site. People like the user interface. It's clean. So they're telling me to turn it into a marketplace. So I said that there are already good marketplaces in the market, just like Ordinals Wallet, OrdSwap, and big players like Magic Eden is about to enter the game. So not sure if I make turn this platform into a marketplace, but it's just a crazy idea for me.
So how do you feel about the current marketplaces available?
They are not actually built on PSBT, which is partially signed Bitcoin transactions at the moment. They're using built-in wallets, just like in OrdSwap and ordynalswallet.com. That's not the right way to do NFT trading, because the ecosystem, BTC ecosystem, is highly value the decentralization and trustless trades. It should be done with PSBTs. I know some other players like Ordex.io is about to launch their platform, which works like that with PSBTs. So if I implement the marketplace, I will use that method. So it's not healthy at the moment. The marketplaces is not great at the moment. But Ordinals.
So
Ordinals.
can you tell me more? Mm-hmm. Tell me more about PSBT and why that's so important.
PSBTs allows people to sign Bitcoin transactions partially. So you can say that you want to sell that NFT for 1 BTC and sign that. So anybody can pay the 1 BTC and gets the NFT. And that's all in a trustless manner. No need to use a built-in wallet. You can store your NFT in an extension wallet or a desktop wallet, or even in a cold storage unit. Then integrate it with the marketplace. No need to expose any private key or your wallet. Just creating an order, sign it. If you get the money, you send the NFT automatically. It's just something like atomic swap.
So the alternative, not PSBT, it's not trustless. Is that correct?
Yes, not trustless 100%. Some sites like OrdSwap stores your wallet in browser storage. That's not hack proof, but extension wallets is much safer. So people think like that. Coinbase, OpenSea doesn't use an built-in wallet, but they are integrated with extension wallets like 5 wallets, Coinbase, MetaMask, etc. So we need a MetaMask-like wallet for Ordinals and integrate it into marketplaces. That's the concept. Is that clear?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's outstanding. That's great, man. That's great. So I see Mike's penned up here the portrait collection, right? Now, is the portrait, this is your collection, is that right?
My collection? No. I don't have any collection.
Mike, what is this associated with?
Which collection?
You cannot track
Which
me.
collection?
So if you look in the the nest and the jumbotron at the pinned tweet.
Sorry, I don't get it.
Ah, that's okay. Do you know when I say the nest? Do you know what I'm talking
No.
about? When you look in this space at the top, there's 3 different pinned tweets at the top.
Wait a while, please.
Take your time, no rush.
I am just an amateur Spaces user.
You're good. No problem. You're good. So right below the title of the room, you see the Syndicate, the OpenSea of Ordinals, BSV devs, descend on BTC.
The Syndicate, yes. Now I got it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, underneath that, right, underneath that is what's called the nest. And it's where we can put a tweet so that we can all see what we're talking about.
A nest, wait a while, please.
It's not called the nest. We just call it the nest. Some people call it the jumbotron, but right underneath the title of the room, you should see a tweet that has portrait 2490 sold
yes,
out.
I just saw it. No, it's not mine. It's just a listed collection on my site.
All right, and how many collections do you have on your site right now?
Around 200.
200 different collections?
Yes, it's a paid listing service. Around half of the collections are listed paidly. They paid to list. Before I launched the website, I listed around 50 collections for free because it shouldn't be empty website. So I just listed the early collections for free.
So now they'd already inscribed and they used your website to list it for sale, correct?
Yes, they listed for sharing with people like a catalog, and the floor tracker being included in the floor tracker because the floor tracker redirects people to the marketplaces. It shows different prices from different sources, so people use it very much.
Yeah, it's definitely. How much does it cost? Yeah, very interesting. So you've developed a digital catalog to properly list inscribed artifacts and included a floor tracker, and that's just the floor, right? There's probably rarity traits that push that cost up. I imagine. So, but you've got a floor tracker as a baseline, and people in the community have been approaching you and telling you, hey, you need to take the next step and develop the wallet off of
Yeah.
this, right?
Yes, exactly.
So how do you feel about that?
Uh,
You seemed a little apprehensive, a little nervous about that.
I am a bit nervous about that because of very big players is about to enter the market, like Magic Eden, like OpenSea. This will come into the Ordinals. So in this atmosphere, the marketplace competition is so high. So not sure there is a room for little players like me. That's my point. But I tested the PSBT approach in the last days and implemented in my dev server, and it worked without a problem. It works, so I can perfectly implement a marketplace, but just not sure about it. It's right or not.
So tell me some beyond being a little fish in a big pond.
Sorry, can you repeat again?
Beside the app, behind, outside of the nervousness about being small
Mm-hmm.
and having big players, are there any other concerns you have about doing that?
Yes, a few. One of these, the ecosystem is not very goodly implemented yet, because of when you talk about a healthy ecosystem, you need good extension wallets, good API services, etc. Now we don't have any. So if I launch a marketplace, I need to build an API service for Ordinals, then integrate it with a good extension wallet, which is very few right now. One of them is Unisat, which I tested in the last days. It worked okay without a problem. It's working, but also I need to build an API service to build a healthy marketplace, and it's not easy though. The ord indexing software is written in a language called Rust language, which is I'm not familiar with. So many things to do actually, but it's doable.
Okay, so it's the tools to build and the maintenance after the fact, right? Because I saw, I don't remember which marketplace it was. They were struggling because Ordinals had switched up some of their protocols and they were struggling to keep up, and people couldn't trade or sell.
Mm-hmm. Every
And
marketplace.
all right, so if you take on that type of project and you have heavy volume and then something changes, you got to be really on it and dedicated to handling that. So that's a good consideration for the maintenance.
Yeah. I guess you mean the reorganization of BTC blockchain last day. The blockchain is reorged, then the ordinal software stopped because there was a bug. So every marketplace affected, basically.
So if you had the Rust dev to assist in the writing, and if you had support on maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
would that would that kind of push you towards wanting to give it a go? Or do you still feel like the major obstacle is the fact that you're up against huge players in the market?
Huge players always an issue, but if I have a team, I can do it alone too. But if I have a team, I can launch a marketplace in 1 week.
Are you currently working on this by yourself?
Yes, alone.
We were initially brought to your attention through ordinals.computer. Tag so you want to hear our host in a tweet.
Yeah,
Kind of.
that guy is a friend. I don't know him personally. He listed his collection on my website and said me, your website is so good. I want to meet you with some people who may be interested in funding you, etc.
And what's funny is Ahmed is down there. He actually is a developer in Rust. And what's heartbreaking is because Twitter is glitching, I can't add him as speaker.
Yeah, really?
So, Ordinals, our group of people has a pretty good network of talent.
That's great.
And I think that probably continuing these conversations and making introductions when Twitter's not glitching out, you know,
Okay.
probably would be a good move. Just to have more conversations, rehearse the project a little more, you know, nail down some of the concerns and see what's reasonable,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, go from there. I got to tell you, I'm a real big fan of Ordinals.computer, the way that he's done what he's doing.
Yep.
You know, the business structure to it, oh, it's a thing of beauty. It's really awesome. So, you know, I can see why he's looking at you and going, please make a marketplace. Do it. I can appreciate why. And given the fact that it's just him and his dev doing, you know, 2-man team knocking out of the park, for your concern of going up against the big fish, I gotta say that seems to be the whole point to the blockchain ecosphere in its entirety, is that if you've got a good idea and you can build it, crazy things can happen. You never know.
Yes.
So
Yes. Possible. Everything is possible.
man, that's awesome. Have you? I gotta ask, if you don't mind. You're originally from Turkey. You've always been in Turkey.
I'm a Turkish man, and fuck my English, bro.
You're awesome, man. You're awesome.
Why don't
Fucking
you
great.
explain it in Turkish instead? Maybe you'll
Yeah.
understand.
I'm from Turkey, guys. I'm living here for 31 years.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck my English guy.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You know
That
what?
was
If you say
awesome.
fuck my English, fuck my Turkish. You know, it goes both ways.
Yeah. So that's it, guys.
All right, yeah. I'm pretty good. Mike, Rocky, how you guys doing?
I'm using ChatGPT to code. What are you guys up to?
I have a slight hangover from St. Patty's Day last night.
Yeah. Last time we talked to you, you were leaving us. And I was like, what could they possibly give you that we haven't offered you already? I guess we can't technically offer you a hangover. So you proved me right.
They're like, Rocky, you look like, you know, this is the first time in this week that you've seen civilization. You been spending too much time on Twitter Spaces.
Maybe you got a hangover from real life, not the liquor.
Oh, maybe. The liquor actually helps, you know.
So we went to a birthday party for one of my daughter's 3-year-old classmates, right? And it happened to be at the place where, listen, this is good. It's good. It's good. I promise I'll bring it back in. I promise. It'll be good. So I'm like, all right, 3-year-old birthday party. Let's rock. Let's do it. And it was, it was at a cool little place. So we went, and turns out her parents both work at Fidelity with deep, deep connections to the hiring squad. So we had quite the conversation at a 3-year-old birthday party today. It was awesome. I have grabbed the 3 job rec numbers, sent them off to him. He's going to spread my name around to his people and say, yeah, he's kind of looking at these positions, but he's not sure. You want to talk to him? And then we'll go from there.
You got to go to more birthday parties.
Word. Dude, slot car racing, birthday parties, that's where all the connections are being made. It's wild. I mean, come on, dude. RC car racing, slot car racing, birthday parties. It's
Ordinals, if you don't mind sharing, what are you using? What tech stack are you using to build the front end?
Front end, nothing more than jQuery, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. For the big backend, PHP. But if I write the site from the scratch, I would go with Node.js and Next.js, which is a React framework. I don't like PHP a lot in the last weeks.
Well, if you're looking for a front end developer, I do work in the front end space. Most of my background is in
Really?
e-commerce. I mostly work with Shopify.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to connect with you more. This is a really interesting project.
Dude, if you could replicate the Shopify experience to buy ordinals, are you nuts?
Yep, that's
Are
what
you
I want.
nuts?
That's the ultimate goal, right? It needs to be
Are you
the
nuts?
most full checkout.
Now you're the OpenSea of ordinals. If you add the Shopify-like experience, game over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think?
part of it is like community too, because like the way that Ethereum has done it is just because like the people who have been buying Ethereum NFTs kind of expect that particular minting process. But the cool thing about Ordinals right now is that it's like brand new, right, to Bitcoin, and so like we're kind of like in the Wild West again on Bitcoin instead. And so if we can set the standards now while it's still new,
Well,
we can
here's the
make it much
thing.
better.
Because the data is all public, the sales process is the only thing that differentiates you, which is the customer journey. The user experience is your living moat when everything's on chain.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're interested in doing it on Node and Next.js because that's the tech stack I usually use for my development.
Awesome. Let's talk it about later, maybe in private.
Yeah, I can
So
I can
Ordinals,
DM you my my portfolio, and you can take a look at the stuff I worked on.
I also noticed he's got his Discord up and running as well. Just FYI. Yeah, this is awesome. This is great. Ordinals, man, thanks for swinging by. Um, I'm constantly amazed at the innovation just flying around through the air. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. I followed you guys, so I don't lose your handles after the space. Maybe you don't believe me. This is the first time I join a Twitter space.
Oh no way! This is your first Twitter space?
Yes, I am.
Oh, dude, we got to do your first one. Yeah, that's awesome. Welcome.
I thank you. I'm a kind of asocial, sociopath, lone wolf developer type of people.
That's okay. That's okay. There's plenty of lone wolves roaming all around here. It's all right. We're used to it. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, beware. Be aware. Not all Twitter spaces are the same. Just know some of the spaces are pretty trashy. Some of them are pretty rough. Like, just be aware.
Okay.
Man, got to pop your cherry on this one. And we got to take away from this, fuck my English. I'm going to use that one. All right. Hey, it's I'm getting the eyeball here from the messes. It's time for me to do family time. So I'm going to pop out, but Mike, thank you. Appreciate it. Rocky.
Mhm.
Dude,
Okay.
Rocky, you're the fucking man. Dude. Fuck. Ordinals, stick close to Rocky. He's good. He's good. Very, very good.
Okay, guys. Thank you for time.
Be
Let's
well.
keep in touch if possible.
All love. We'll see you soon.
Okay. See you guys. Bye.